Moving forward simply means you recognizing your flaws, rectifying them without you judging yourself here. Okay. So there's a sense of swiftness, or should I call it alignment, that I'm picking on in the energy. You are aligned with what is meant for you at this time. And that's exactly what will make things happen for you, my collective. So you could be seeing numbers like 1234, okay, 11, 12, 12, 13. It's a sign of alignment that something is coming in together beautifully. You just have to follow suit with it. Okay, something like that. So those could be the numbers that you could be seeing at this time. Okay, so I'm also getting the energy of a feminine. This could be your grandmother. Okay, so this grandmother is ushering you with that support that you need, something connected to your emotional state of being. Okay, so you could be now becoming emotionally stable or being easy with yourself here moving forward. Okay, so she's giving you that energy, okay, for you to be in that position, because you could be dealing with someone who was more of a magician or a medicine woman type of energy here. So she was both soft but fierce at the same time. Okay, so she could embody any energy depending on the circumstances here. So she could stand her ground at the same time. She could fight her own battles with ease. Okay, that's the type of feminine energy that I'm picking on at this time here, guys. Okay, so she wants you to know that you are highly supported in spirit, and there are also higher forces that of femininity that are somewhat supporting you energetically for you to be able to move forward here, guys. Okay, so never doubt the abilities that you carry. And another thing, she wants you to know that if you can't control your emotions, you can't control your magic. Okay? Your magic doesn't mean you being witchy in a way. Okay? It's you understanding where your power lies, how to utilize it, the type of energies that work with you, okay, etc. So you are in a position now that you are owning your energy, you are owning your magic. Okay, and by you being in this position, it opens doors for you to be able to see things even more clearer. Okay, something like that for you, collective. So we'll dive in here and see the type of energies that are connecting or rather supporting you in spirit here, guys. Okay, you are highly appreciated by me so much for just stopping here and choosing me. Okay, know that the readings are literally general like that, so you will surely take what resonates with you in your life journey, guys. Never force anything onto yourself here, guys. Okay, so let's dive and see the type of energy that is coming in for my collective at this time, and why is this. Okay, why is this? So let's see. Spirit, can you speak for the collectives, please, and thank you. Can you speak for the collectives, please, and thank you. So always remember that when you are definitely aligning with your energy, there will always be energies that you mirror. Okay, those individuals perhaps that were literally in the same space that you were when you couldn't hold your horses, when you couldn't control your emotions, when you did not necessarily understand the direction that you were heading at. So once you align, you will mirror people that the opposite of who you are now. Okay, so because they see themselves in you. Okay, and you will also align with those energies that are the same vibration as you, those that are on the same path as you here. Okay, that's exactly. Or for some of you, this gives the vibes of you finding um your pack in a way, energetically, so to speak. It can be that type of energy of you finding your tribe in spirit at this time. Always remember that things start in spirit before they can literally manifest in the physic. Okay, that's another thing that I'm also picking on at this time. So you could be seeing numbers like 1221, 1331. So there are those also that you are mirroring. So these are the individuals that will also remind you of what you have already conquered here. So never let those energies lead you astray in a way, my collective. That's another. So let's dive and see the type of energy that is connecting with my collective at this time and why is that. Okay, so we're having Lord Shiva here. Okay, Lord Shiva is saying transcendent. So there's a sense of transcendence as far as your energy is concerned. You have transcended. There is something that you are doing correct. Okay. So he is saying, rise up, honor your inner force. Okay. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So the universe supports you now. The universe supports you now. My collectives at the bottom, we're having Shakina. Okay. So we're having Shakina here. This is the feminine energy, like I said. And just how your grandmother has said, okay, there are divine forces that are somewhat supporting you at this time. So we're having the Shakina. This is the Sakat self. This is the divine feminine energy within you. This is your Shakti. This is your inner fire. This is the goddess in you, okay? Not the goddess that you are literally connecting with from the outside, but rather the goddess that rises within your own Kundalini, okay? So Shekinah here is saying, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the Sakat rhythm of life. Okay. And at the top, we're having the Miriams, something about pay. So something is kind of like in a equilibrium type of energy. It is somewhat balanced at this time. So the Miriam is saying Sakat version, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all, okay? Remember that love has no boundaries, okay? Remember that love has no boundaries. So the Miriams, your name could be Miriam or your grandmother could be, okay? That's another thing that I'm also picking on here, guys, okay? So there's a sense of those that might literally need your forgiveness at this time. Always remember, forgiveness doesn't mean go back, okay? It means releasing yourself from the situation completely, also from your heart space, okay? By forgiving, you are also freeing yourself. It's not that type of energy where it's more like you are making someone a favor, okay? It simply means you also realize that it takes two to tango, because in the moment between, it can be that you also, you were somewhat at fault without you being aware, okay? Something like that. There could be something that is also trying to disturb your energy here, okay? Whatever this is, it can be a person from the past. And it can be that their actions are not actually clear or pure when it comes to you here. So they simply trying to trigger you in a way or something like that. So you are being reminded, my collective, more like focus on what is more important to you here, okay? So you're dealing with someone who doesn't necessarily like to see you grow in a way, okay? So they're trying to create more of stumbling blocks in your way. Yeah, something like that. So let's dive to the message of Lord Shiva here and see what is it that Lord Shiva has to say for my collectives here. Okay. Shiva's message, yeah. There's a sense of someone trying to invade your space also, something like that. anything connected to your energy here, to disrupt your energy in a way or taint it in a way, okay? It doesn't necessarily also have to be a person. It can be a habit of yours or I don't know. I'm also picking the energy of a habit, okay? For some of you can also be something around you. So let's see, okay? Shiva here is saying, Lord Shiva is with you right now to awaken your sense of connection to life itself. You are moving through a deep transition, and things will be clearer from this point on. You will know exactly what you need to do and where you need to be. Okay, this is a powerful time as you will transcend the limitations that others have set for you. It is time of innovation, ideas, stargazing, soul traveling, and soul revealing. Okay, so Shiva, the Lord of Dance, is here with his sakat sound of Om to lead the way. Okay, so know that you are being led, you are being guided also at this time. Okay, you are not alone. So something to do with the cosmic forces here. You could be dealing with someone who's also trying to ignite more of cosmic energy to disrupt your energy. Okay, something like that. Someone trying to cross your boundaries in a way here. That's another thing that I'm also getting here. But also with the shaky energy here, I'm also getting the energy of someone who's not in control of their energy in that sense. Okay, so whatever this is that they are also trying to do, they are acting out of impulse, out of anger, out of envy. But there is something, there is a force that is driving this person. And whatever this force, it cannot necessarily be something that is more stable here, because whoever you're dealing with is someone who can necessarily control whatever this is here, guys. Okay, so literally you could be dealing with someone who's bringing more of destruction for themselves. That's why. Okay, always remember that when you are going through a particular situation, as long as you are in alignment with exactly what is meant for you, the very similar energies connected to you will come forth to prevent or rather protect you from whatever that is trying to, you know, manipulate or rather intimidate your space, okay, energetically, spiritually, so to speak. That's exactly what I'm getting also, okay, because someone is also trying to intimidate you. It can be spiritually, energetically, however this is, okay. So I was trying to get the message of Shekinah, but yeah, it seems as though it is what it is, okay. So let's see more messages connected to this here, guys, okay. We'll dive to, okay, let me see the messages of the ancestors here. Let's see the messages of the ancestors as far as you are concerned here, my collective, okay? So like I have emphasized in your last reading that building something, it's one thing. Taking care of it, it's another, okay? Nurturing it, it's another topic. So you are being reminded to stick to what you believe in here. Fight for whatever that you believe in here, okay? Give it your best shot, okay? Because also the enemy is not sleeping. Those energies that are also trying to oppose you or what you do, okay, taps on something like that. So spirit, speak for the collectives, please, and thank you. What is it that the ancestors wants my collective to know, okay, as far as the energy that is already here is concerned? Okay, yeah, so we're having Shaolin Master, okay, Shaolin Master. So the Shaolin Master is saying, be graceful in movement and action here. Know that you are protected here, okay? There are forces that are protecting you. There's no need for you to fight for yourself, okay? So whoever this person is, it's someone who can be also doing magic on you here. And how they are doing magic, they are literally making use of their own will because they know, okay? Something like that. Something to do with herbs. You could be dealing with a a herbalist or someone of medicine. Yeah, I've picked something connected to medicine here. That's why your grandmother is coming forth, because she also was a person of medicine. So maybe she's coming in forth to protect you from whoever this person is, so that you are able to focus on whatever that you could be focusing on with grace here. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck here, we're having the protection guardian. The protection guardian is literally a feminine energy. Okay, it's a feminine energy here. So she's saying drop your shield because I'm here. Okay, something like that. So we're having druid at the top. This is more like the magician card. So you could be dealing with a strong magician here. Okay, so the magician card is saying hold the space. Okay, or you're dealing with a Gemini energy, or you are a Gemini energy. That's what I'm getting here, guys. Okay, so let's get another card for you, collective, and see. Let's get, okay, another card and see. Yeah, we're having the high priest is saying intent and create. Whoever this is also trying to stop your creativity, what you can bring to the table. But at the bottom of the deck, we're having the sky father saying trust the unknown. Okay, because already you are in your north node, so trust the unknown. One last card here for my collective, the sun. Okay, the sun, something with music here. We also having the drum at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we're having the drum at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, someone is literally trying to mirror you at this time here. We're having mirror. Okay, so they're trying to mirror you, something like that, something like that. So we're having the sun here. Okay, we're having the sun. The sun is saying enjoy growth and happiness. Enjoy success and happiness here, guys. Okay, it's someone who doesn't necessarily want to see you succeed or happy, so they always want to go against what is good in your life. Okay, for some of you it can be anyone, it can be a person from outside, it can be a rivalry of some sort. Okay, whoever this person is. So we're having the Shaolin master. The Shaolin master is reminding you to be graceful in movement and action here, guys. Okay, it can be someone who's literally trying to trigger you in a way that they will say something so that you take action on something that is also fresh. Okay, or you share something that you are not actually meant to share at that particular time. So I'm also getting the energy of awaken your presence here, go with the time, live in the moment, something like that, because you could be dealing with someone who's also trying to trigger what you have going on, as in like you have nothing going on. Okay, there is nothing you can do, you don't have the ability. Okay, something like that, and you end up unleashing something just so you can prove a point to that particular person that even you are capable. Okay, there's no need for you to prove something to someone. Just focus on you and what you are meant to do. Okay, because different strokes for different folks here. Always remember, we are all in a path, we are all in a path. Okay, the path can be similar, but the experiences are not the same, and also our energies are not the same. Some people take long to understand, some people take just a short time to grasp. Okay, something like that. Yeah, that's another thing that I'm also getting here. So you're dealing with someone who wants you to show off something before it is the right time for you to do so. Always remember, the moon is still in you. Okay, so things are growing gradually, so go with the flow. That's why 1 2 3 4 align. Okay, you can't simply move from Monday to Friday, mainly because already you know what's going to happen on Friday. Okay, so by aligning, you understand that everything must just flow. Something about flow, or the element of water. You could be dealing with someone who's making use of the element of water. That's another thing that I'm also getting here, guys. Okay, all right, let's see. So the Shaolin master here is saying you are being guided to flow like water, blow like the wind, okay, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. Okay, A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with the subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself, ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life instead, or rather, than pushing against it. Okay? Do you have the capacity to refocus your grace, or rather your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move, okay? As you move forward. All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. Never allow a person's actions towards you control your movement, okay? Never. This is more of an emotional manipulation when someone is intentionally, emotionally manipulating you so that you act on something even though you are not ready for it. So go with the flow. I mean, your own flow, okay? Not someone else's flow. Because if you are going with someone else's flow, then it's going to be a problem for you ahead. You won't necessarily know how to move forward now, okay? Something like that for you, collective, okay? So you could be a high priest, so you could be a masculine here, or dealing with one here, okay? So the high priest is saying, recognize that you are, recognize that you have the power to change your life, okay? Face your fear and align with the light. It's someone who wants to take you back to the same space that you were, like already I have emphasized. It can be through your habits or anything like that here. So don't let them, my collective, okay? So the high priest is saying, you are a bridge between heaven and earth. And it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think, okay? Everything you are giving attention to, okay, and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. All right. There has been some setbacks, but accept this as experiences that have led you in a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand. And then wait, watch it happen, okay? Right before your eyes. Okay. So, whatever setbacks that you might have faced or anything like that, it was just a way of making you become more even aware of yourself, aware of your goals, aware of your intentions here, guys. Okay. Something about your intentions too, or you're dealing with someone who's also trying to trigger you based on your flaws, what you couldn't do then. Okay. So there's a difference between now and then. Okay. So you are in control of your energy. Never allow others to control you or tell you otherwise here, guys. Okay. That's it. So the sun's energy is saying, know that doors are being opened for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. Focus on that. Your inner fire, not other people's distractions here, guys. Okay. So let's get the tarot cards here and see who you're dealing with. Okay. Spirit, speak for the collectives, please, and thank you. Speak for my collective energy, please, and thank you. What's in the energy? Who exactly is my collective dealing with at this time here? Okay. So we're having the King of Cups here. Why the King of Cups? The Knight of Cups. For some of you, it can be someone who portrays more like a friend, but their intentions are not pure. They want to sabotage you. They come up with someone who's calm, cool, and collected, someone who's so intact, so in control of their emotions, something like that. But you don't necessarily know the imbalance that is going on within them, something like that. And whoever this is, it can be a masculine because we're having a knight, the Knight of Cups, and also the King of Cups. Okay, someone who's so down to earth here. Could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer energy, Scorpio. Okay, so let's see more. Spirits speak more as far as the energy that is here is concerned here. Yeah, it's someone you are close to. You are this is someone that you are connected with. It can also be a family member with the four, okay, with the Four of Wands, something to do with your homestead. It can be someone that have access also to your home, okay, or someone you were once in connection with. For some of you here, that's it. Okay, so this person sees you now as the Empress, so you mirror the goddess's energy. That's why 1111. So you could be seeing 1111 a lot. Okay, so Spirit, tell me more as far as this cup king, this King of Cups is concerned. Okay, so they worried about money. So literally, it can be that they have been making use of your energy and now they cannot. That's why. So you're dealing with someone with a limp. Either this person is having a limp in the physical, okay, or something to do with their money, their finances here, something to do with what they are lacking now, okay, or you're dealing with someone who's now they blame you for whatever that is happening. So they're watching you. You're dealing with someone who's watching you. So many cards. You're dealing with someone who's monitoring everything here, guys. Okay, there is some type of message or other. Yeah, either this person was warned here with the Pages of Cups. Okay, they have been warned to maybe leave you alone in a way. Okay, yeah. We're having the Queen. The Queen of Wands, this could be your grandmother for some of you, okay? The Queen of Wands could be your grandmother. Or for some of you, this is someone you are related to as far as your grandmother is concerned, okay? It can be a grandmother from your paternal for some of you. So this person sees that you have transitioned. That's exactly what is influencing this person. The Six of Cups, the Six of Swords is an influence, okay? They worried about your light, your shine. They see you shining now. You could be an Aquarius dealing with one. So let's see another influence. Yeah, they devastated about this. They can't even sleep. The Nine of Swords. So you're dealing with someone who's losing their sleep, or simply they are being haunted by your own spirit team. They are being haunted by your ancestors here. Okay, mainly because you have transitioned here. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone who's being hit by karma at this time based on what they did to you here. Okay, yeah, something like that. So they feel rejected, or this is more of an energetic rejection. They are being rejected energetically from doing what they used to. Okay, so you're dealing with someone who's more vexed. It is that type of individual that can smile, smooth talk in your face when you turn around and they give you this fuck face, say for instance, by mistake you turn back and then you find them, hey, looking otherwise, okay, for some of you, then you realize what could be wrong with this person, or what is the intention of this person, something like that. You could be experiencing something like that. Okay, so it's more like your spirit team are trying to reveal the true face of this person, because you could be dealing with someone who's hiding as a family member, as a friend, as a, one of your own, something like that. So you could be dealing with that type of energy here for some of you. That's why. That's why. And they think that maybe you can't see them, of which is not your business for you to see them. Your own spirit team will definitely take care of that. Okay, collective. So let's get more cards. Let's get more cards. Okay. For you, Spirit, speak, please, as far as this person is concerned as well. Spirit, speak for the collectives, please. Yeah. Either they want you to blame yourself, or this is them blaming themselves. Like I said, this person already knows. They have received messages warning. They have been warned by your own spirit team, death, that they have to stop. Okay, they have to stop, or something. So they're busy with rituals here. You're dealing with someone who's doing rituals on you. Okay, they doing rituals on you, praying for your downfall. So they praying for your downfall. They are, that's why you're dealing with someone who's doing magic, but they are not even in control of this magic because they are being influenced by seeing result. So they are in their focus is the result of seeing you fall, and this is their own destruction. Okay, because they want to see you fall. So they are simply acting out of impulse here without even paying attention of what they are doing. For some of you, I'm also getting something about your crown chakra. Okay, you're having royalty at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, I'm also getting the energy of someone whom will intentionally send something to you, and after they send something to you, your own spirit team protects you from that particular thing. Okay, whatever that is, it will bounce like a boomerang because it didn't hit. Okay, it will eventually go back to them, more like an instant karma that I'm picking on for someone here. And if it goes back to them, because this person is naive and also not paying attention, they will also try to do back to sender without an understanding that what hit is actually something that comes from them. And this is something that will also work against their own energy. So you're dealing with that type of energy because now you are in your element. Something like that, yeah. Something like that. So let's see. Spirit, can you speak more as far as the energy? Yeah, pay attention to the signs. Whoever this person is, they are disturbed. You can see through their actions or something because they are disturbed. Okay? Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more as far as, so don't give up. Focus on your goals here. Don't give up, my collective here, okay? Don't give up. So many cards. Don't give up. Okay, okay. All right. So we're having stability here. So this person sees you stable now, the Four of Wands, or you are happy, okay? Just about trying to bring more of destruction here. We're having Judgment, okay? The judgment is here. So this person sees that you have redeemed yourself here. There's a sense of an awakening that took place here. That's why they are now facing their karma, or they are simply being forced to face themselves, face themselves more like self-reflection because of who you are. The mirror card, they failed. It's someone who now realizes that they failed, okay? Something like that here. So let's see. Back to sender. Need I say? Back to sender. So this person tried to bring something back to you, whereas this is something that manifested from them. So they messed themselves up. They brought more of distractions for themselves. Yeah. The wheels of fortune. As the wheels spin, the world is spinning in your favor here. You are highly protected and guarded at this time, my collective here. Okay, type in the comment section, I am protected, like that. Okay, I am protected. So this person did not realize, they underestimated the protection that comes with you or the forces that works with you. Okay, mainly because maybe you are not saying anything, my collective. Maybe you are not showing off or something like that. So they thought, oh, they saw you as a walkover. Okay, something like that. So one last card here. Something about back to sender. The world. It's over. It is that energy when someone literally brought something to an end between you and them, just like that, by themselves. Okay, the world card. It's over. The end of a cycle, something like that. So your guides are saying, don't forget to do your daily prayers. Okay, because if they're doing something dark and you concentrate on your light, definitely you don't have to do anything when it comes to them. Just focus on yourself. Your spirit team will come to the party. Something like that for you, collective here, guys, okay? So let's get your overall energy here, or rather see the type of dragon that is connecting with you at this time, my collective. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. All right, so let's see the type of dragon that is connecting with you at this time, my collective here. Okay. What type of dragon is connecting with my collective at this time? What type of dragon is connecting with my collective at this time? Spirit speak for the collective, please, and thank you. Okay. So this person is doing something dark. Okay. Something dark. We're having the dark blue galactic dragon. Remember, blue is a color of protection here, or something to do with your crown, not necessarily your crown, but your throat chakra. So you could be dealing with someone who's also trying to silence you in a way through the rituals that they are doing, or something like that here. So we're having the dark blue galactic dragon, or stop something from manifesting between you and the universal forces here. Someone is trying to manipulate the Milky Way. That's another thing that I'm also getting here. Okay. So this dragon here is saying it helps you to listen to the voices of the universe. This person is trying to disconnect you as far as the universe is concerned. How so? Okay. So it says ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher services. They want you to just stay low and lower. Okay. They don't necessarily want you to rise. That's why your first card was this: rise up. Okay. Rise up. Honor your inner force. They don't want you to rise up. So we also having Omega Dragon here. Okay. The Omega Dragon is saying harness the divine feminine power of creation. Something about your creation, something about your creativity already I have emphasized. That's exactly what they are after. Okay. And they can't do nothing. Trust me, my collective. You will move forward with grace, and nothing will definitely happen to you except it will be them who will be doing magic on themselves, okay? Something like that. So, intentions, hold your vision. Oh, did you get that? Hold your vision. Birth the higher consciousness. Never pay attention to this person. Something about your light, okay? We're having the pure white dragon from Orion. It says, transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Okay? Process what you know, act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. So you're dealing with someone who's trying to clip your wings at this time. Okay, this person is also trying to clip your wings, either your wings of wisdom or your wings of light, something like that here. Something like that's exactly the type of individual you are dealing with at this time here, guys. And it's time for you to do what? To enter higher services, whether they like it or not. That's exactly where you are now. Okay, that's exactly where you are now. Whether this individual like it or not here, my collective. Okay, something about Mercury also. That's another thing that I'm also picking on here, guys. Okay, it can be someone that you talk to all the time, something like that. It can be a friend, it can be anybody. Do you get that? Okay, but you are not aware of their intentions, and it is not even your business. Okay, because your own spirit team got your back at this time here, collective. Okay, so let's get the overall. Let's get the overall energy here for you, collective. What's the overall energy for my collective? Spirit speak, please. And thank you. The overall energy here, it says honor. Justice. So justice has been brought forward for you as far as this person is concerned. Okay. So it says honor, justice, leadership, and authority, analysis, rationality, knowing where one's true strength lie, willing to self-sacrifice here. So you already know where your power lies now here, guys, okay? So this person is used to you sacrificing yourself energetically here, okay? Something like that. Someone was literally making use of your naive nature to get exactly what they wanted out of you, okay? Something like that. And this is something that is being put to a stop. Justice is being restored for you, collective. What's at the heart? Okay. What's at the heart? Justice is being restored for you here, okay? Yeah. At the heart, yo, so many cards, okay. What's at the heart, my collective? Okay, I have one card. So at the heart, you're having inherited prosperity. It can be a family member for some of you, okay? Inherited, because this is something that you have inherited. Maybe they feel that it's something that also belongs to them in a way, shape, or form here, guys, okay? Something like that. So it says inherited property or possession. A house, it can be a house, a home, or what is truly important to one, group order or group prosperity. Anything connected to your ancestors for some of you, remember, ancestors are like, they are for us all, okay? Mainly because you possess a particular ancestor doesn't mean that this ancestor will look to you or only you or help only you. Unless if you have done something energetically here. But ancestors are for everyone involving your bloodline, your constellation here, guys, okay? It all depends as to how that particular ancestor come to you. How your grandmother comes to you won't be similar to how your grandmother come to your brother, your sibling, your aunt, or whoever this is here, guys, okay? The energy will be different based on you, your journey, and what is the role of your grandmother to your spiritual path, something like that. And maybe you're dealing with someone who doesn't necessarily understand this, okay? So it's like having a parent, okay? So your parent will treat you based on your character. So your parent knows you and your character, okay? So they will treat you based on your character so that you become a better person, okay? It doesn't mean that they love you any less. Similar to ancestors, they work like that, okay? Just because someone is asking help from your ancestor doesn't necessarily mean that it is impossible for you to do so. If you want something, get it yourself. Ask it yourself. Never try to stop someone mainly because they possess a particular spirit of some sort here, guys, okay? Yeah, you could be dealing with someone who doesn't necessarily understand this, okay? So it's like having a parent, but you also have access to your parent here. You can call them. You can click a photo of them and keep it with you. Something like that. So someone doesn't understand this and they have been crossing boundaries, not just boundaries with you, but also with the bloodline, your ancestry. You could be dealing with someone who's blocked energetically as far as your ancestors are concerned because of their own doings here. So the overall here, it says strength, okay, reliability, dependability, trustworthiness, enlightenment, endurance, defense, and also protection. Know that you are highly protected at this time. You have enjoyed something. You could be dealing with someone who wants the gains, but they don't necessarily want to go all the way, up and down, facing all odds, something like that. So you're dealing with a coward, okay? So that's the overall energy here, guys. I really hope it does resonate with some of you. Do subscribe to the channel if it does, okay? If this is your first time watching and you find this useful to you. As a comeback, I highly appreciate you at this time, okay? For always coming back and supporting the channel in every way, shape, or form. Until then, guys, you take care. Bye.